Hi guys, today we will discuss what are the topic we will cover in high level design. So the first and foremost important topic is we will discuss the microservices architecture. We will discuss the what are the differences and what are the advantage or disadvantage of microservices and monolithic architectures. Then we will discuss how we can break the monolithic architecture into the microservices architecture and what are the different pattern to to decompose the monolithic architecture into the microservices architecture. After that we will see how we can design the database of each microservices. Either either we can use the individual database for each microservices. Either we can use the shared database for each microservices, right? So so what are the advantage of choosing the individual database for each microservices and shared database? So we will discuss about this thing. So and so so in this topic only, we will discuss the saga pattern and CQRS pattern. So basically, saga pattern in short overview, just I want to give the short overview of saga pattern where we use the saga pattern. So basically, saga pattern is basically help the system or microservices to ensure that the transaction happen, I mean, ensure the consistency between the transaction, right? So consider there is the multiple microservice, and in each microservices there will be some db write call happens, right? So and consider there is the one microservice that will write in hdb, right? In next time it will create the event, and in the next microservice then it will listen the event and write in his db, right? In their db, right? And after that, so the write operation or that event should be consistent. So how we will do this thing? So we will use the saga pattern. So if now we come to the CQRS. What is CQRS? So basically, as I mentioned, there are the different way to choosing the database, right? So either we can choose the database, shared database, either we can choose the individual database for each microservices. So if we choose the shared database, then then there might be a single point of failure, right? So if the that database will be down, so then the whole system will be affected, right? Whole system get affected, right? So instead of choosing the shared database, we will choose the individual database. Then how we will do the join operation, how we will do the all kind of SQL kind of relational kind of operation in relational database if we choose the different database for each microservices. In that way, we will generally use view, basically command query relational database. I mean, there is a some full form of CQRS. We will see in that part only. So these are the topic that, I mean, just I gave the overview of these two part, right? So now we are coming to the this part. So here we will discuss how we can scale the system from 0 to million number of user. Then what are the purpose of rate limiter? What is rate limiter? Where we can keep the rate limiter in our system? What is the, I mean, what are the API gateway? How we can use the API gateway, and what it help to achieve, right? Then we will discuss the service discovery. Then we will discuss the service mesh, right? And to scale our system in different location or different country, how we will how we can utilize or leverage the CDN. and then we will discuss how we can create the high availability system. So right, so this is the way. After that we will discuss the high availability, we will create the design, we will design the high availability system, then we will design the distributed cache, right? Then we will design the distributed transaction, then we will design the distributed indexing or distributed concurrency control. Then we will in distributed concurrency control there are the two types of login. First is optimistic login, then second is the pessimistic login, right? So we will discuss what is optimistic login, what is pessimistic login, and there is the two-phase login. So yeah, we will cover all this part in this part only. I mean this scaling part only, right? So after completing all the above three topics, we will move to the back of envelope calculation. So in back of envelope calculation, we will mainly calculate the number of server required, what are the what are the limit of data we need to store, right? And what are the query per second. So we will just estimate the all the throughput latency, and accordingly we will design our system. So right, so yeah, so these are the things. So before, so yeah, so then we will discuss the load balancer in part 5. We will discuss the load balancer, how we can design the load balancer, what are the different algorithm of load balancer, right? So we will discuss all this thing in this part. Then we will use the proxy and reverse proxy. We will discuss the reverse proxy and proxy, where we can use, what are the differences, and what is firewall or what is VPN. We will discuss all these things, right? So then we will discuss the authentication with JWT Auth 2.0 encryption description, right? Then for the asynchronous communication, we have used the message queue in our project, and so we will discuss the message queue, RabbitMQ, and PubSub model. So these are the things we will discuss in this part 6 part of the high level design. Then we will cover the protocol, what are the different protocol, how one microservices communicate with other microservices, what are the protocol required. So we will discuss the different kind of protocol, right? So yeah, so after that we will we will discuss the cap theorem. According to the cap theorem, what should I prioritize, whether we have to prioritize the ability or consistency. So after that we will discuss the different kind of database, mm, and what are the database we need to choose in different kind of system. So we will discuss that thing. So after that we will discuss the consistent hashing kind of things, how basically consistent hacking basically used in sardine and load balancer, right? So basically how we can distribute the load and how we can keep the data in which side of databases. So in that way, there is the mm, load should be equally balanced in all the microservices or in all the shard. So we will use the consistent hashing. So after that, we will see the some of the important problem, and we'll try to complete the all the 45 problem of Ashish Gupta, that this GitHub list, right? So yeah, similarly this is the low level design list. So there is similarly there are the high level design, awesome high level design list of Ashish Gupta. You can just Google it. So yeah guys, uh, that that's it from my side. So yeah, thank you.